Grab yourself some breakfast, 'cause it's Jay and Max in the morning.
Jay and Max in the Morning is not filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Oh man, alright! Thank you so much. Listen to this applause. This is great. Welcome to the very first episode of Jay and Max in the Morning. You're supposed to help me out with that, buddy. Alright. First of all, Max, let's thank this fake live studio audience here. They look terrific. They're all socially distanced. They're wearing their masks and they're just having a great time. So thank you all for coming out. And again, thank you so much for joining us for this very first episode of Jay and Max in the Morning, coming to you live here in Tiffin, Ohio. And we're just so thrilled to start this new adventure with you all. This is going to be a mostly irregular morning show. You can expect all the normal things you would expect from a regular morning show. Lots of witty banter between Max and myself. We'll have different segments, maybe a cooking segment here. Maybe we'll do some hard-hitting investigative journalism. We're going to do some dad jokes of the day. All kinds of things like that. Right, Bubby? Why don't you tell the folks about your vision for the show? Well, with that being said, Max, what do you say? Should we get to our very first segment of the show? All right. This segment is called What's New With You? So, Max, what is new with you? Uh-huh. Really? You learned how to jump? That's amazing. Do you have footage? Perfect. Roll the tape. Jump. Woohoo!
Jump.
All right.
Jump.
All right.
Good
All right. Max, that was terrific. What an amazing jump. I too learned how to jump recently. I guess you could say that's what's new with me. Let's see that footage. Oh, fantastic stuff. All right. Well, we want to extend this offer out to our audience in general. We want to know here at Jay and Max in the Morning, what's new with all of you? So, send an email to bourbonandababy@gmail.com. Better yet, send a video of yourself explaining what's been new with you lately. We'll either read your email or we'll play your video here in this segment in the future. Again, bourbonandababy@gmail.com. So, Max, what's in your cup? What's in your mug? Drinking some coffee? Oh, Max, no. There's definitely not bourbon in this mug. Yes. I say we should start our next segment of the day, and that is our dad joke of the day. So, Max, our dad joke of the day for today is, why do melons have weddings? That's right, Max, because they cantaloupe. Terrific. All right, folks, well, it's about time for our first commercial break, but before we do that, I want to tease our next segment. That's right, it's not all just fun and games here at Jay and Max in the Morning. We have some hard-hitting investigative journalism here, and there's been a lot of talk lately about the serious issue that is election fraud. So we have a piece on election fraud coming up, so stick around after the break.
Do you like coffee? Do you also love to drink bourbon? Do you have to be a responsible adult on the weekdays and go to work and not drink bourbon in your coffee? Well, we have the next best thing. Oak and Bond Coffee Company, producing bourbon barrel aged coffee beans. yummy for the delicious taste of bourbon without having to get drunk and wasted at work.
And we're back! Welcome back to Jay and Max in the morning. So can you welcome everybody back, Max? Yeah, good. So, as I said before the break, we here at Jay and Max in the morning believe in investigative journalism and hard-hitting investigative journalism. So, as everybody knows, we recently had a big national election. And one of the things that was a big topic of discussion prior to and now post-election has been election fraud. Right, Max? Yeah, we've been hearing about it a ton. So we put our top-notch ace #1 investigative team on the job, and we sent them in to see if there really is election fraud going on. So we're going to send this now down to Jay and Max live at their local polling place. Here's to you, Jay and Max.
All right, thanks, Jay and Max. This is Jay and Max here on the scene, investigative reporting. We've heard a lot of issues about voter fraud. We've come here to see if we can commit voter fraud ourselves. So we're going to try to see if we can get Max a ballot and get him to vote, because we've heard a lot about voter fraud. So we're outside of our polling place just to make sure. We're going to see if we can't get Max to look a tad bit older. He could probably pass his 18, but we want to make sure he can pass his 35. So we're going to do that by giving him a mustache. All right, and we're back from our experiment. We went in. Max, even with the mustache, they didn't believe that he was not a baby. I asked for a ballot. They wouldn't give him one. They asked for his ID. He doesn't have an ID. So Max didn't get a ballot. They wouldn't let him vote. There's no voter fraud. Back to you, Jay and Max.
Wow, Max, what a piece. Can you believe that? I know it puts my mind at ease to know that election fraud just isn't that big of a thing. It doesn't really happen. So that definitely puts my mind at ease. So that's the type of hard-hitting investigative journalism you can come to expect from us here at Jay and Max in the morning. In fact, we believe in it so strongly that we are putting the vest back in investigative journalism. So Max, tell me. Today is either Thanksgiving Day, it might be the day after Thanksgiving, or a couple of days after Thanksgiving, depending on when this actually gets released and when the viewer is actually watching this. But for us, currently, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. And so, as you know, Thanksgiving's going to look a lot different this year. Our family gatherings are going to be much smaller. Some people might not even be meeting with any family at all. So I figured it's a good time to talk about what Thanksgiving truly means to us. What do you think? What does Thanksgiving mean to you, Max? Profound. Profound. Yeah, for me, it's all about the 3 F's, right? Food, football, and family. And with that second F, me and Max here being big Detroit Lions fans, we're just so used to watching the Detroit Lions lose every year on Thanksgiving Day. It's become an amazing tradition. Besides watching the Lions lose on Thanksgiving Day, what are you most looking forward to? Sure. But for me, what I'm most looking forward to is drinking all that eating turkey on Thanksgiving Day, and mashed potatoes and gravy, and green bean casserole, and all the other yummy stuff. How do you feel about cranberry sauce? Same. What do you say, Max? Since it is the Thanksgiving season, you know, in the great tradition of the very first Thanksgiving, where Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Andrew Jackson, Alexander Hamilton, where they got together and shared a meal with Pocahontas and Tecumseh and Chief Sitting Bull and Elizabeth Warren. They all shared this meal together in a showing of peace that we should all just get along and be thankful. So what do you say we should tell the lovely folks at home what we're thankful for? Max, what are you thankful for this year? That's sweet, Max. That's truly sweet. Wow. That's going to be hard to follow. What am I thankful for? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, you know, it's been a crazy year, 2020. One for the books, right? One that's going to go down in history. I'm just thankful that you and myself and your mom and the rest of our extended family have survived this year so far without having any major illness or financial troubles. That despite the craziness of this year, that we've been able to keep at it. So I'm really thankful for that, and I'm thankful that I've had another year to spend with you, you crazy little guy. Thank you. What do you think about the folks at home, Max? Do you want to ask them what they're thankful for? Why don't you tell us? Leave us a comment below and let us know what you've been thankful for this year or currently, or what you're looking forward to in the future, and what you're thankful for. So yeah, leave that in the comments below. We'd love to see them. Well, Max, you know what that means? That means it's time for our quote of the day. We here at Jay and Max in the Morning love quotes. Max actually picked this quote out for our very first quote of the day. It's actually, Max, this is that quote that's hanging on the wall in your nursery. Because it's a quote that Max truly wants to model his life around. And he thinks is a good thing for everybody to model their lives around. So what do you think? Do you want to read it or should I? Okay, I'll read it. So this quote comes from one of my favorite authors, the late, great Kurt Vonnegut, from his book, God Bless You, Mr. Rosewater. Oh, thanks, bub. Do you want this one back? All right. So here's the quote. Hello, babies. Welcome to Earth. It's hot in the summer and cold in the winter. It's round and wet and crowded. At the outside, babies, you've got about 100 years here. There's only one rule that I know of, babies. God damn it, you've got to be kind. And that's our Kurt Vonnegut quote. That's our Jay and Max in the Morning quote of the day. Well, buddy, what do you think? Should we start to wrap this up? What a great crowd we've had. What a great audience. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody here for watching. It's unfortunately time for this show to come to an end. Look for future episodes of Jay and Max in the Morning, hitting irregularly whenever we decide to film and release them. No set schedule, just whenever we get around to it. So yeah, thanks again everybody for watching. Thanks for this lovely, beautiful audience for being here. You want to tell everybody bye, Max? If you're watching this and you're not currently a subscriber of Bourbon and a Baby, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. That way, every time we release a new episode of Jay and Max in the Morning, you'll be notified of it. And hit the thumbs up button if you like what we brought to you today. Again, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to our studio audience. Max, wave bye. Real quick before we leave, we're gonna as we roll the credits, we're gonna during the pandemic, a lot of local news stations have done a kind of your moment of Zen thing, copying from the Daily Show, and we really love that. We just can't get enough of it. So we thought we would end all of our shows with that, but we don't want to copy off of it, so we're going to call it Your Daily Morning Moment of Peace. And so Max wants to dedicate this moment of peace to his cousin, Jenna, because he knows how much she enjoys them. Thanks a lot, guys. Yay! Max.